Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It's our 2017 regular season finale of our Old Town Grill High School Football Game of the Week. Tonight we're going to finish off the 2017 campaign in New Tazewell as the Claiborne Bulldogs will be playing host to the North Greene Huskies and regional action. On the line tonight for Claiborne is a potential playoff spot with the victory. For North Greene, they can play the spoiler. Who walks out the winner? Stay tuned to find out. It's the Claiborne Bulldogs. It's the North Greene Huskies. It's our Old Town Grill Game of the Week. It's the season finale, and it's next. Howard knits toe to leather, and we're underway here at Bulldog Field. Bumbled and picked up at about the 13-yard line to the 20, and getting his head ripped off was the North Greene Huskies. And that was that Kiker, 13, that brought the return for North Greene, and he is your starting quarterback this evening, returning kicks.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe you're absolutely right. It was the senior Tyler Napier, one of those upperclassmen, one of those seniors that are represented before this game started, that lowered the boom on, like you said, I believe that was Kiker returning that kickoff. And now we'll line up here at QB. How would you like to line up at the quarterback position after taking a hit like that?
No kidding. The Huskies will start with a K and Camaro first down, two receivers to the right side. Shotgun formation, two backs around the quarterback. This is Kiker running with the football to the right side, and he'll be taken down for about a loss of 1 to the 19-yard line as the Huskies started at the 20.
Interesting first play call there for North Greene to opt to try to go out into the middle. As we saw Cumberland Gap last week, the Panthers try to bounce the ball to the outside multiple times using their speed. We'll see what kind of game North Greene has. We'll see if they have some speed as well, or if they try to go just power through the middle.
Second down and 10 upcoming now for the Huskies. Ball's over on the far hash mark. Again, they're going from right to left. They'll split one receiver to the right side, a wing to the left. And it's going to be an I formation for, no, he's in the pistol. Kiker wants to throw off and does so. It's going to be incomplete as he tried to pass off to the right-hand side, try to get Matt Prelola, and it'll fall incomplete.
As it was the freshman wide receiver Priola that was targeted, as you said, really had the ball until he came down to the turf. I believe it was the ground that caused that incompletion there. It was a nice throw from Kiker. We'll see if North Greene opts to throw the ball more as this game goes along, as that was a nice, pretty-looking short pass.
It'll be third down and 10 now for the Huskies. Ball still on the far hash mark. They'll send two receivers this time to the near side. That's the left of the quarterback. None to the right. Kiker again in the gun, has two backs around him, a wing to the left side. He's going to hand off to the near side, and going forward for about a yard or two is Austin Kovacs, the senior. And the Huskies are turned back. They gain 2 yards in the drive. It'll bring up fourth down.
And the Huskies opting to run the ball there on third down. Interesting, especially with the Claiborne defensive unit expecting the pass there, playing it safe a little bit, and bringing the ball carrier down to the turf. You couldn't really ask for a better defensive start to the game if you're the Bulldogs, and now Claiborne will have great field position. We saw last week they were able to win that battle a lot against the Panthers.
A low punt. It's going to take a North Greene bounce just past the 50 and will eventually roll to the Claiborne 45-yard line, and that's where the Bulldogs will start with a K and K medal first down and 10. We will see the freshman, Eli Stone, come out and get the start here under center as the Bulldogs will start with 10:20 left to go here inside of the first quarter.
Claiborne was able, we saw 2 weeks ago in that game against Chucky Doak, their offense really came alive on the season and were able to have some tremendous success last week on the road. We'll see if that air raid attack can keep up.
Stone starts in a gun, back to now his right side, 4 wide, 2 receivers stacked to either side. Stone takes a snap, drops back 2 steps, winds up, throws down the right sideline. Got a receiver there. It's complete. Incomplete. Eliza Beeson saw the lights of the end zone, brought his head down too quickly, drops the ball out and bring up second down.
Well, perfect execution all the way through until the catch there, as a nice find from Eli Stone finding Beeson breaking through the busted coverage there in the secondary. And as you said, Beeson tried to turn too quick, was thinking about the end result before making the catch. That's what resulted in the incompletion.
That'll be 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. And it's going to be Stone going under the center now with split backs behind him as Beeson comes off the wide receiver spot to the backfield to make 1 receiver to the right. Stone hands off up the middle to the 50, looking for a block to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, and being taken down near the 20-yard line. On the run is Storm Livesey. A huge run gives Claiborne enough K&K Metal 1st down and 10.
After going in the pistol formation on 1st down, Claiborne opts to go under center where they were the majority of the loss last week to Cumberland Gap, as they were able to move the ball under center with the threat of Eli Stone running in the pocket or staying in the pocket to throw the ball, and that time Livesey had so much room to work with on the outside.
34 yards on the run, sets up a K&K Metal 1st down and 10. Again, split backs behind Stone, 1 receiver right side, 1 to the left. Stone stops, pops, throws, incomplete. Tried to get it to Jimmy Dale Irvin, and it falls incomplete, nearly picked off the tip.
Yeah, a little bit of a quick throw there from Stone, as obviously that was kind of the idea, was to get that quick 2-step drop and throw the ball immediately. And again, a nice coverage there from the Husky defensive unit.
2nd down and 10. 9:49 left to go 1st quarter. First offensive drive for Claiborne. Split backs behind Stone as he goes under the center. 1 receiver off to either side. Tight end split to the left. Stone hands off. This is going to be Storm again to the 5. Storm dives forward. Now get him to the 6-yard line. That's going to be good enough for the K&K Metal 1st down and 10.
The Bulldogs have been able to find a lot of success there, handing the ball off to Livesey at the fullback position with that quick handoff up the middle, as Livesey has really provided the big chunk of the offense for Claiborne on this drive. And all of a sudden, the Bulldogs are already knocking on the door.
15 yards on the run. Sets up another K&K Metal 1st down. This time 1st down and goal to go. Ball on the 6-yard line. 2 receivers split to the left side. This will be an I formation for Stone. Stone hands off up the middle and into the end zone. Touchdown Claiborne. Touchdown Elijah Beeson. We've actually got a stop. Well, the head official there stopped the clock.
It's marked as 6 on the scoreboard. The special teams unit is coming out.
We're going to call it a touchdown.
Yeah. Well, if it stands as the touchdown, nice little bit of redemption play there from Beeson to find the end zone after dropping the short touchdown on the first play of that drive. Nothing fancy there. Just give the ball to your senior running back, power him up the middle for 6 points.
Holland will have the hold. Nice snap. The attempt by Howard is up. The attempt by Howard is good. Time out of the field with 9:17 left to go 1st quarter. Our new score, it is Claiborne 7. It's North Greene, nothing.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you. A 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place Restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
And Claiborne now leads this one 7-0 over the Huskies, as it'll be Grayson Howard back once again to give this one a ride. We'll see if the kickoff unit can get down the field and deliver such a powerful hit again on this kickoff, as Howard gives this one some air. It's going to be fumbled and eventually not going to be picked up. Now it's going to be picked up, and North Greene will eventually go out of bounds over on the far side. Inside the near the 5-yard line, inside the 10.
Yeah, I believe that Radley Frazier maybe thought the ball was going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback, but I had thought that he had already touched the ball before that point.
If it had rolled into the end zone, it would still have been a touchback because he never had possession.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you got to You got to jump on that one.
Right, and a pair of really some special teams miscues here for the Huskies, really costing them some field position. As North Greene obviously taking the big hit on the opening play of the game and losing a lot of ground there, starting this drive deep in their own territory.
They will start at their own 5-yard line on this drive. 2 receivers to the left side. They've got 1 split to the right. Under the center with an ace back is the Huskies. It's going to be a quarterback keep up the middle just to try to pick up a few yards. And we'll see if Kiker, if they'll mark him forward for, looks like they might have given him half a yard, and bring up 2nd down.
And for the Claiborne defensive unit, this is a really golden opportunity for the Bulldogs to try and capitalize on a mistake. Obviously, when you have the end zone right on your heels, it's very easy to, for a mistake to turn into points for the defensive unit. So Claiborne here with a huge chance to score. And for North Greene, you really need to give yourself some ground here on this set of downs.
2nd down and 10. 2 receivers again to the left side, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation for Kiker. He hands off. No, he keeps it himself, and he's going to be taken down in the backfield. He might have lost a yard this time.
And despite there on the fake handoff and going up the middle with Kiker, Claiborne was still not fooled by the fake handoff in the backfield and was able to stop Kiker immediately. And we'll see if North Greene opts to put the ball through the air here on this 3rd down and long, backing up into their own end zone, could be a lot of trouble. Or we'll see if the Huskies just try and play it safe and keep it on the ground.
Under 8 minutes now left to go, 1st quarter. 2nd, 3rd down the Huskies have been faced with this evening. This one's 3rd and 11 from their own 4. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Pistol formation for Kiker. Play action, throws across the middle, incomplete. Had his receiver there as he tried to get it to Radley Frazier, and Frazier had nothing but green grass in front of him, but he couldn't bring it in, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the 2nd error in 2 drives there for the Husky wide receiver unit is earlier in the 1st drive. It was the ground that caused an incompletion, and this time just a little bit of butterfingers there with the ball bouncing off the hands of Frazier, and now the Huskies being forced to punt deep into their own end zone, and Claiborne will win the field position battle again.
Claiborne will be back to return this one. Starting at their 40-yard line stands Elijah Beeson. And North Greene does get this punt off. It was a very quick punt. And it will die at the 35-yard line in North Greene territory. And that's where the Bulldogs will start with another K. And came out off 1st down and 10.
And I can recall last week in Claiborne's loss to Cumberland Gap where the Bulldogs, for the majority of play, was able to win the field position battle by pinning the Panthers deep, but really couldn't capitalize on some of those opportunities a lot of the time. Was able to do so in the last 5 minutes of that 4th quarter, as it was really chaos in that matchup towards the end of the final few drives there. But we'll see if Claiborne can capitalize on the good field position as they did on their opening drive.
They're at the North Greene 27 to start this drive. 1 receiver to either side. Split backs behind Stone on a K, and K-Meadow 1st down and 10. Stone drops, feels pressure, throws off down the right side. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be incomplete. Try to get it to Evan Icks, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And for the Bulldogs, they've really seen something that they like there going under center. As I mentioned, that they've been in that formation for the majority, or if not all of last week's game, as they were in the pistol for the opening play of the game, but having gone under center every play since then. And again, the first 2 plays of the first 2 drives, deep shots that were incomplete. 2nd
down and 10. Again, 1 receiver to either side. Split backs behind Stone. Stone under the center. North Greene bringing pressure. They move up to the line, and Claiborne, I believe, jumps offside here. And they'll mark back 5 yards for the first penalty of the contest. Your officials tonight are out of the Knoxville Football Officials Association. Your referee is Gene Nye. Your umpire is Cornelius Jones. Line judge is Daniel Mount. Head linesman is Alexander Green. Your back judge is Justin Lowry. Clock operator is Gary Baker. And the 25-second shot, the play clock operator is Ron Harrison. So it'll bring up 2nd down and 15. 1 receiver to either side. Again, split backs behind Stone. And there's going to be another jump this time. North Greene comes through the line. I'm not real sure. I think North Greene might have given 5 yards back here. And it's going to be encroachment against North Greene. So Claiborne giveth, North Greene giveth back.
That's absolutely right. We hadn't really seen any, hadn't seen any penalties, hadn't seen any miscues before the snap, before the last 2 would-be snaps, and we see a false start, and we see encroachment. The next snap.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 once again for Claiborne. This time they'll slid 2 receivers to the right side. And they'll move the backs into an I behind Stone, who once again will go under the center. North Greene may bring pressure up the middle. Stone, pitch out to the right side, to the 30. Trying to cut up to the 25, and I believe this is Beeson. We have a flag on the play late as Beeson bullies his way forward to the 22-yard line, but I believe this is going to be in the area of a hold, and this one's going to come back.
And you're absolutely right.
Claiborne with a holding, and that'll bring up 2nd down once more.
North Greene was definitely showing the pressure there on that 2nd down play, and Claiborne able to bounce it off to the side. Got some good blocking, but got a little bit of a hold there for the Bulldogs, backing them up yet again.
See where they'll mark this football. The line of scrimmage was the 27. They'll mark it back to the 36, so it's really a loss of 9. And once again, it'll be 2nd down. This time 2nd down, 19 yards to go. One receiver to either side. Again, I formation for Stone. Stone, hands off, fullback. Up the middle, this is Levacy kicking out to the 30. Still on his feet to the outside of the 25 to the 20. Breaks a tackle, trying to reverse field, coming back to the near side to the 15. And eventually gets wrapped down and taken down by North Greene inside the 15 near the 12-yard line. Levacy runs about 30 yards, but only picks up about 20.
Well, and Claiborne needed, they had 2 plays to make up the 19 yards, and Levacy makes all of that and more. A terrific job of, realizing that there was no room to work with up the middle and bouncing off to the outside, breaking a tackle out in open space and getting the 1st down.
Ball's at the 11-yard line of the far hash mark. It's a K. K-Metal 1st down and 10. 6:53 and counting 1st quarter. Bulldogs lead this one 7-0 and knocking on the door once more. 2 receivers to the right side. I formation for Stone. Stone, pitch out to the near side. This is Beeson to the 15. Beeson looking for some blockers to the 10. Beeson gets to the outside and cannot. He runs out of real estate, but not until he gets past the 10, past the 5, down near the 3-yard line.
And with Claiborne now electing to go to the near sideline to Beeson after giving Storm Levacy a few carries before the senior touches the balls. It was Beeson who found the end zone last, and don't expect any trickery here on 2nd or 3rd down. Expect Claiborne to go right back to that ground game.
2nd down, 2 yards to go. Ball resting at the 3. Claiborne can't get a 1st down. 2 receiver to the left side. I formation as Eli Stone goes under the center. Stone. Going to pitch out, throw out to the left side, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Ix, but just too high up the ladder that time. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, so much for my play calling. As I thought that Claiborne would go to the ground, went for kind of a bubble screen look there to Ix on the far sideline. The pass just out of reach for the senior on senior night there, and we'll see if Claiborne decides to go back to the run game now on 3rd down.
3rd down and 2. First 3rd down of the evening so far for Claiborne. 2 receivers to the left side. Again, I formation for Stone. Stone hands off. This is Beeson up the middle, and Beeson is in the end zone. Touchdown, Elijah Beeson. Touchdown, Claiborne.
And again, nothing fancy there. It was a similar drive as a whole to when Claiborne scored a few moments ago, as using a variety of different players to gain a huge chunk of yardage when they had good field position to begin with, and then pounding the ball inside with the senior Elijah Beeson finding the end zone for the 2nd time today.
Again, on for the hold will be Holland. On for the attempt will be Howard. Snap down. The attempt by Howard is up. The attempt is good. Timeout on the field. 5:47 left to go. 1st quarter. Our new score. It is the Bulldogs 14. It's the Huskies 0.
Yesteryear Country Market is your destination for the finest and freshest foods in the tri-state area. Yesteryear features a variety of groceries, natural foods, and homemade desserts like their mudslide brownie and strawberry pudding. Yesteryear also has baked goods prepared fresh every day, such as their freshly baked breads sold by the loaf, or they can be put on a sandwich from their deli. Yesteryear Country Market, located at 1453 Highway 63 in Cumberland Gap.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Back out the Bulldog field, 5:47 left to go first quarter. Claiborne just scored again on another 5-play drive, this time going 27 yards, took him 1:51 off the clock. And again, it was Elijah Beeson into the end zone for the second time this evening as Howard kicks this one deep. And North Greene will take this one from the 10 to the 15 and out near past the 20 and getting close.
I believe there may have been a loose ball.
Well, you see the indication here. Claiborne's saying they've got this one, but I've not seen any indication. I believe North Greene's going to retain possession, and they will have the ball starting at their 24-yard line. Best field position to start so far for the Huskies.
Yeah, much more favorable look for the Huskies than their last drive, starting inside their own 5-yard line where they weren't able to have enough room to get some plays. Now we'll see here for the third drive of the game for North Greene if they can find a way to really complete some of those passes that have been dropped, as they've really been able to. They've been good passes there from Kiker, just the receivers with some miscues trying to corral the ball in.
It's a K&K Metal first down and 10. One receiver to the right side, wings to the left, man in motion left to the right. They're going to hand off to the deep back, spun around and dropped for a loss back to the 24-yard line, as that is Austin Kovacs, who's listed as a lineman on our roster.
Well, he's certainly big enough to be a lineman. As Kovacs, he's a big running back. Has a lot of body there for the senior, but again, not really going anywhere. The Claiborne defensive line has been doing a fantastic job here in the early portion of this contest of stopping the run, really not allowing any of the Huskies to go anywhere.
Kovacs is listed at 5'11", 200 pounds.
Yeah, big boy. It's a hard player to tackle.
Second down and 10. One receiver to the right side again. They have a tight end to the left, wings to each side. Quarterback in the gun. He's going to drop, throw, and look. And it's incomplete again. This time it was intended for Priola. And it's going to bring up third down.
And yet again, another dropped pass from the North Greene receivers. Again, it was Priola this time. As this pass was a little bit high, Priola had to try and reach out those outstretched arms to try and get that ball in, but another dropped pass there on a find from Kiker, and now with another third down and long scenario, and I believe North Greene's going to have to throw the ball again.
Third down and 10. Two receivers, make that three receivers now to the left side, one to the right. Pistol formation for Kiker. Kiker, play action, wants to, he's got to step up, and he's going to get sacked. Kiker taken down back near the 20-yard line for a loss of 4, and it's going to be up fourth down once again.
Yeah, Claiborne has not been fooled by that play action yet, really at all so far here in this opening quarter. North Greene to punt the ball away again, and Claiborne, for the third time tonight, is going to have tremendous field position.
So once again, the Huskies will be forced to punt. The last one was not a great punt, as the Huskies only gained about 23 yards of net on the last punt. It's a fake thrown out to the right side. It is complete, and for the first down, all the way out into the hands of Matt Priola. And the Huskies, with some trickeration, pick up their first down of the contest.
What a gutsy call there for North Greene to go for a fake punt. And I noticed, too, at the end of that play with Priola catching that pass was very close to the sticks, very close to the marker. They're going to mark it as a first down. But what a play call there, realizing that Claiborne was going to have good field position again, rolling the dice there with the punter throwing the pass to Priola.
It'll be a K&K Metal first down and 10, ball on the far hash mark at the North Greene 35-yard line. One receiver split way out to the left. Tight end to the left, wing to either side. Man in motion now from the right to the left. Kiker pitches out to that man in motion. He's going to miss the first tackler and get taken down from behind for a loss of right about 1 or 2 yards. And it's going to be second down.
Lucas Neely, the senior, another senior Bulldog that's been able to make a standout play on defense. We'll see if the fake punt, the successful fake punt conversion, can really bring some life to this North Greene offense. As another loss there on the run game, just haven't been able to get it going on the ground. I believe the Huskies, if they're going to have to find the end zone, they're going to have to do so through the air.
Second down and 11. One receiver to the right side, wings to either side, a tight end to the left. Kiker winds up, throws. It's going to be incomplete. As the pass was intended, I believe that was Cade Smith Smith was the running back on the last play. He is a freshman, could not get underneath that one, and it'll bring up a long third down again.
Yeah, that was a situation where Kiker delivered a low ball there to Smith, and again, Smith was able to corral the ball, but not before it touched the ground first, resulting in the incompletion, and yet another third down and long here for this North Greene offense.
Third down and 11 upcoming for the Huskies. 2:48 left to go first quarter. Bulldogs lead this one 14-0. One receiver split way out to the right. Pistol formation for Kiker. Man in motion from the left to the right. Should have been false start. Kiker is going to pitch out to the far side to the 40. Missing and actually getting taken down by the initial tackler is Radley Frazier. Frazier moves the ball to the 42-yard line. He gains 8, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
As you mentioned, now there was a missed penalty marker before the snap as there was some movement there in the backfield for the Huskies. And now with fourth down and manageable here, we'll see already there's no fear for the Husky play calling unit here in the third drive of the game, and North Greene will stay on the field to go for it.
Go for it. It's fourth down and 4. One receiver to the left side. Again, wings to either side, tight end split to the left. Kiker by himself in the gun. Man in motion from the right to the left. Kiker throws the screen pass. It is incomplete. And the Bulldog defense will hold strong, and it'll be a turnover on downs as the intended receiver was, that's going to be number 30, Cade Smith.
And it was the sophomore defensive back, Ethan Poore, who was providing the coverage on Smith and was doing a nice job staying right with the freshman Smith. So another great defensive job by Claiborne, and again the Bulldogs with great field position forcing the turnover on downs.
Second consecutive drive, the Bulldogs will start in North Greene territory. They'll start this one at the Husky 41-yard line with a K and Camaro first down and 10. Two receiver to the right side. I formation for Stone. Stone's going to drop, sets up the screen pass. It is complete and being wrapped around and eventually, no, still not eventually dropped. It's going to take a lot of North Greene Huskies to get this person down, as it is out to the 38-yard line for a gain of 3.
Well, on the first two offensive drives of the game for Claiborne, the Bulldogs elected to go deep down the far sideline, and this time they go for a screen pass to a Claiborne receiver. And as you mentioned, it took a lot of Husky defenders to bring Claiborne down in that possession. A lot of perseverance there on first down.
It was Spencer Verjean that had the catch. And it'll bring up second down. Let's call it 2nd and 7. One receiver to either side. I formation again for Stone as we're approaching 1:15 and counting first quarter. Stone hands off fullback and bringing the ball forward up the middle. There's a face mask on the play, and Brady threw it to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. At the end of the end zone is Tyler Napier. I thought he was going to be down back here at the 30-yard line when he got the face mask against him, but he's going to run right into the end zone. Claiborne is marching people on for the extra point. I think they know this one's going to be a face mask, as we're going to see and wait for the indication.
And normally, when a player gets hit with a face mask,
they go down.
They go down, but not for Napier, the senior. It looks like it's going to be.
Oh, it's a hold against Claiborne, and a face mask against North Greene. So the play will be off, or the penalties will offset, and we'll redo the play.
Wow. So
feel bad for Napier there.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we know that there's still plenty of football left to be played, and with Napier making a play like that out in the open field, surely he will get more touches as this game goes on.
So once again, it'll be 2nd down and 7 after the offsetting penalties. 1:05 left to go first quarter. Again, Bulldogs lead this one 14-0. This is their third offensive drive here of the contest. Scoring on the first two, only taking 5 plays on each of those respective drives. They'll split one receiver to the left side. Again, they'll split one to the right. Stone goes under the center. I formation. Pitch out to the deep back. He's to the 40. Cuts back to the middle of the field. Takes a hit and goes down at about the 40. To the 32-yard line. A gain of 6 on the run by Greg Goins.
Gain of 6 by number 6, Greg Goins, the sophomore running back. As Coach Medlin has really been able to get a plethora of new faces in there for the Bulldog offense already in the first quarter, and that's a good sign from a coaching standpoint, with Goins making a nice cut there for the decent gain.
3rd down and 1. One receiver to the left side. They'll split one to the right. Under 30 seconds left to go. Split backs behind Stone, make that actually to an offset to the left side. Stone. Quarterback keep up the middle. He keeps running. He gets past the 30 and near the 25-yard line. I thought he was going to break through and find the end zone. He needed 1. He picks up 7, and it's another K&K Metal first down and 10.
Not often that you see a quarterback sneak go for 7 yards, as just a testament to the strength there of the Claiborne offensive line to help the quarterback Stone get to where he needed to go and even further.
It's a K&K Metal first down and 10. 2 receiver to the left side. Split backs behind Stone as we have 3 seconds on the clock. He'll get the pack. Stone's going to take it himself this time. Comes back to the middle of the field. Still running to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, making people miss. Stone on the final play of the first quarter, making people miss left and right. Twinkle toes his way back and forth and into the end zone. Touchdown Claiborne, touchdown Eli Stone.
It seemed like the North Greene defense almost stopped playing as the quarter came to an end, and Eli Stone really made them pay, making some nice cuts. You know, as he weaved his way, he was on the far sideline, then he was over to the near sideline, breaking some tackles left and right. We saw the senior Elijah Beeson find the end zone the first 2 times. Now it's the freshman's turn to find the end zone with his legs.
Again, it's going to be Holland to have the hold, Howard to have the attempt. Snap is high, it's down. Howard's attempt is up, and Howard's attempt is good. Time out of the field as we are out at the end of the first quarter. Our new score, it is Claiborne 21. It is North Greene, nothing.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you. A 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place Restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
Back underway as we start the second quarter of action. Howard kicks this one deep to be taken at the 11-yard line. To the 20, to the 25, and eventually being spun down is the Huskies as they'll get out to the 26-yard line. That's where the Huskies will start with a K&K Metal first down and 10. That last scoring drive for Claiborne, 4 plays, 2:01 off the clock, went 41 yards, and it took 12 minutes. Claiborne's up 21-0, and the Huskies are already behind.
Yeah, well, so much for the Bulldogs having maybe some jitters for senior night and having trouble to bounce back from that Cumberland Gap loss. It was near perfect first quarter there for Claiborne to come out with this 21-0 lead, and we'll see now how the Huskies respond, down 3 touchdowns in the second quarter.
It's a K&K Metal first down and 10 for the Huskies. Ball resting at their 26-yard line, now going from left to right. 1 receiver to the left side, wings off to either side, man in motion now from the right to the left. It's going to be an option play, and it's going to be the quarterback keeping the ball, picking up maybe a half a yard to bring up second down.
And once again, another case of North Greene really not being able to find any success rushing the football. The speed of the Claiborne defensive unit really too much for the Huskies right now on the ground game. As again I mentioned, North Greene may have to really, if they want to push the ball even further, they may have to put the ball through the air. And, of course, that could be part of the Huskies' game plan to try and run the ball and creep those defensive backs up to then try and go deep.
Second down, just a little bit more than 10, about 10.5 yards to go. 1 receiver split way out to the near sideline, wings to either side. Low snap, quarterback picks it up, throws off. It's going to be nearly intercepted as I believe that is Dale Irvin on the near sideline, hit him in the hands, hit him in the helmet, and he could not pull it in.
Well, the intended receiver there was Matt Priolo for North Greene, and with Jimmy Dale Irvin on the coverage, I believe that the freshman defensive back thought that Priolo was at least going to get a hand on the football, wasn't expecting the ball to get into his hands, resulting in that missed interception. But still, good news there for the Claiborne defensive unit. You still forced an incomplete pass. It's still third down and very long.
Third down and 11 upcoming here for North Greene. Ball at their 26-yard line. 11 minutes left to go first half. Again, Bulldogs lead this one 21-0. 1 receiver split to the right side. Man in motion now from the left to the right. He's going to throw out to that man in motion who catches it and gets taken down in the backfield at the 21-yard line as it was completed to Frazier to bring up 4th down.
Fantastic tackle by the freshman Storm Livesey, really on an island there with the receiver one-on-one and bringing the Husky down at the knees immediately for the loss there. And another perfect defensive sequence for Claiborne. Bulldogs should get a good field position again. I gotta tell you, they probably will be ready for a fake should North Greene attempt that again, not to allow the Huskies to get away with that again.
4th down and 16 now for the Huskies. Nice snap. Decent kick. It'll be taken at the 50 to the 45. And Beeson is eventually going to get taken down at the 43, 44-yard line in North Greene territory. And that's where the Bulldogs will start with a K&K medal 1st down and 10.
Nice punt from North Greene and a good return from Claiborne as the senior Elijah Beeson giving the Bulldogs their opening yardage inside of North Greene's territory again. And we'll see what Claiborne comes out with now on their 4th drive.
Ball in the near hash mark at the North Greene 44-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side. They'll slit 2 up to the right. Eli Stone will go under the center. Ace backfield behind him. Looking at 5 down linemen going from right to left. Stone sends a man in motion. It's Beeson. Hand off to Beeson. Back to the middle of the field. Breaking some tackles. Breaking some more to the 40. Jumps forward to the 35-yard line. Taken down at the 34.
The Bulldog rushing attack here as Claiborne's been able to find a variety of different ball carriers as it was the senior again, Beeson. Claiborne's been doing a nice job finding a way to make something happen when there isn't that much there at the line of scrimmage. Beeson has done it. Storm Livesey has done it a few times here for Claiborne, and that was another example.
It's another K&K medal 1st down and 10 here for Claiborne. Ball moving. They're at the North Greene 34-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side, 2 to the right. Again, Ace backfield. Stone goes under the center this time. Stone looking over the North Greene defense. Goes under the center. Stone turns around, hands off. Up the middle to the 30, and eventually being taken down past the 25 to about the 22-yard line. And I believe that was Tyler Napier again, was it not?
Sure was. Tyler Napier, the senior, on the fullback handoff up the middle. Napier's really been able to find a way to break through the North Greene defensive unit for another big run up the middle. Of course, Napier had the touchdown that was called back due to Claiborne's hold, but the Bulldogs have really been able to move the ball successfully here.
It's another K&K medal 1st down and 10, this time at the North Greene 22-yard line. 4 wide, 2 to either side. Stone goes under the center, Ace backfield behind him. Stone turns, hands off, and Napier once again battles his way forward to about the 20-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And even there, on a minimal gain from Claiborne, Napier was able to break 1 tackle there in the secondary, so a nice second effort to just get what the senior got there on the nice, the tough run from Napier past the line of scrimmage.
2nd down upcoming. 2nd down and 7. Ball resting at the 20-yard line. 8:41 in county left to go, still inside of the first half. Bulldogs leading 21-0. They'll have 4 wide, 2 off to either side. Stone will go under the center, Ace backfield behind him. Stone quickly passes off, and it's batted down at the line, incomplete.
Nice job from number 68 for North Greene to really bat the ball down quickly, realizing that Stone was able to, or that the look rather was that Stone was going to throw the ball to the far sideline. So a nice defensive effort.
That'll bring up 3rd down. We have a timeout on the field here. Not real sure who called that timeout. I think I was looking down.
I believe it was Claiborne.
You may be right on that one. So Claiborne will take their first timeout. We'll hold it here for just a second. 8:28 left to go here inside of the first half. Again, Claiborne leading this one by the score of 21-0, facing 3rd down for just the 3rd time this evening. They've really been just using their time on the positive side of the field. And while we got a chance, I'm going to do this very selfishly. I'm going to say hello to my wife and my kids who are listening to us right now in the car on the way home. So hello to my lovely wife, Ashley, and the kids, Nathaniel and Olivia. Daddy will be home soon. Hopefully you are already in bed by the time I get home, but nevertheless, I'll be home soon enough. We thank you for listening. 3rd down and 7 out of the timeout. One receiver to the left side. One receiver to the right. I formation for Eli Stone. Stone, hands off, up the middle. Still on his feet as the running back. He gets past the 10, past the 5, and somehow finds his way and squirts into the end zone. Touchdown, Claiborne. And that's Greg Goins.
What an effort by the sophomore running back Goins, as it seemed like he almost just disappeared amongst the bodies there in the secondary, in the North Greene secondary, to somehow find a way to dive into the end zone at the last second. Claiborne has really been able to dominate the rushing game, and what was a scenario where it was really the first 3rd and long situation there for the Bulldogs, but Goins was able to convert and then some.
Holland will have the hold. Grayson Howard will have the attempt. This kick is up, and the kick is good. Time out on the field with 8:17 left to go first half. Our new score, it is the Bulldogs 28. It's the Huskies 0.
Yesteryear Country Market is your destination for the finest and freshest foods in the tri-state area. Yesteryear features a variety of groceries, natural foods, and homemade desserts like their mudslide brownie and strawberry pudding. Yesteryear also has baked goods prepared fresh every day, such as their freshly baked breads sold by the loaf, or they can be put on a sandwich from their deli. Yesteryear Country Market, located at 1453 Highway 63 in Cumberland Gap.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Back to Bulldog Field. Claiborne just scoring on a, guess this, 5-play drive. It goes 44 yards, 1:58 off the clock. They now lead us on 28-0. 4 scoring drives, 5 plays, 4 plays, and 5 plays, and they are up 28-0 with 8:17 left to go here inside of the first half. Howard will have the kickoff. He's getting more and more air underneath it every time. This one taken to the 13-yard line, to the 20, and that's where the Huskies will start with a K&K Metal first down and 10.
Nice pursuit by the Claiborne special teams unit to not really allow the North Greene kickoff returner to have much room. And really it's been, so far up to this point, it's been nearly a flawless beginning here for Claiborne, not only offensively, but defensively as well, especially in the run game. The rushing attack has been where Claiborne has thrived on both sides of the ball.
That'll be a K&K Metal first down and 10. Ball, they'll mark him at the 21-yard line, to the far hash mark. One receiver to the left side. Tight end split to the right, wings to either side, ace backfield. Make that the quarterback of the backfield with no backs. Low snap, he's going to roll off to the left side looking, and takes a hit and is sacked. Kiker sacked back at the 16-yard line for a loss of 5.
And Kiker attempting to roll out to the left side. The initial plan there was for the Huskies quarterback to get the ball away off of the far sideline, but again, the speed of that Claiborne defensive line and the linebackers got to him before he can make a decision.
Second down and 15 now coming for the Huskies. Clock running, 7:34 and counting left to go first half. Again, Claiborne in the lead, 28-0. 4 offensive drives, 4 scoring drives. On second down and 15, one receiver left side, 2 to the right. And we're going to get a flag on the play, and I think we have a delay of game. And we do, a delay of game against North Greene.
So for the Huskies, it seemingly goes from bad to worse there on the delay of game call, making it second down and even further, backing the Huskies up inside their own territory even more. That's another reason that Claiborne's been able to build their lead is off of field position.
Second down and 20 for North Greene. One receiver left side, 2 to the right. And this is going to be Kiker, wanted to roll off. And the play is going to be stopped. And I believe Claiborne's going to get 5 yards back here on an illegal substitution. They had too many men on the field. Wait and get the indication here. And there's going to be a substitution infraction against Claiborne. Not real sure why they stopped the play, but nevertheless.
And again, another situation here we saw in the first quarter to where North Greene would commit a penalty and Claiborne would give them a few yards back, and there was the same scenario there.
Second down and 15 again. Again, one receiver to the left side, two. Make that now three receivers to the right side. Kiker stands in the gun, has a back or a wing to his right side. Pass is quickly kicked out and skips up into the hands of Chris Starnes. Incomplete. It'll bring up third down.
Chris Starnes is a freshman, the wide receiver, and that is a huge body right there, trying to get the ball out to Starnes in the bubble look with North Greene lining up three receivers on the right side of the field. But again, the pass, just really not put Starnes in a position to get that ball.
Starnes listed at 5'8", 130 on the roster we were given by North Greene High School.
A lot of muscle in that 130.
7:07 left to go first half. It's third down and 15. One receiver again to the left side, three to the right. Pistol formation. Kiker throws off across the middle, incomplete. Tried to give it to Cade Smith. Off Smith's hands, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And yet another missed opportunity there from North Greene. Smith, cutting to the middle of the field, was very much open on the play, but again, pass from Kiker hits the hands of the receiver, falls to the turf innocently, and Claiborne will have good field position yet again off the passing miscue.
Beeson back deep to return for Claiborne, standing at the North Greene 45-yard line. Now he's working his way up. This was blocked. It's going to be blocked and picked and fallen on, by Claiborne at the North Greene 6-yard line.
Well, it was an unbelievable defensive effort there from Claiborne to not only block the punt, but it seemed like he almost caught the punt, as it seemed like as soon as the ball left the foot of the North Greene punter, the Claiborne defensive player was already there with his hands on the ball. And now the Bulldogs don't think they'll get much better field position than this for the rest of the evening.
It's a K&K Metal first down and goal to go. Ball resting at the North Greene 6-yard line. Stone still in at quarterback. One receiver to the left side. I formation, one receiver to the right. Stone, hands off, up the middle, trying to get into the end zone, and doing so. Touchdown, Claiborne. I believe that was Isaac Fugit, number 28, that gets into the end zone.
It sure was. Another senior finds the end zone. As we've seen Beeson find the end zone, we saw Eli Stone, the freshman, find pay dirt earlier on, and now immediately scoring. After you get a takeaway on defense, it's nice to try and go for the dagger the very next play, and that's exactly what Fugit was able to do.
Holland will have the hold. It will be Howard to have the attempt. Snap down. Howard's attempt is up. Howard's attempt is just short and no good. However, timeout on the field. 6:45 left to go first half. Our new score is the Bulldogs 34. It's the Huskies 0.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you. A 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place Restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
Back at the Bulldog field, where this drive did not take 5 plays. It only took 1 play. It was a 6-yard run by Fugit. The extra point, I believe, was partially blocked, but it was still no good. And with 6:45 left to go first half, Bulldogs lead this one 34-0. Score of interest, second quarter, Chucky Doak leads West Greene 10-7. Black Knights fighting for their lives over on the range. Also, Alcoa leads Austin East in the second, 14-0. Howard puts the boot to this one, and it's taken at the 14-yard line. Trying to reverse field, and being taken down near the 18-yard line is Frazier, and the Huskies once again will start with a K&K Metal first down and 10, this time at their 18-yard line.
And again, a nice job by Claiborne to pursue and really gang tackle the kickoff returner for the Huskies. And now with North Greene, another offensive unit, again down by 34 points. Really just needs to find a way to be able to move the football, as they've not really been able to find a way to get past this Claiborne defensive unit.
While we've got an opportunity, another score of interest to bring to you. First quarter, Rockwood leads Cumberland Gap 13-7. Panthers battling for a home playoff game. Here's a K&K Metal first down and 10. One receiver split way out to the right. Man in motion is from the left to the right. Kiker running, and he's going to have to take it himself this time. Just lowers the shoulder and goes down past the 20 to about the 21-yard line.
The Huskies have really opted to go for that quarterback rollout on first down several times here throughout the evening, this time going to the far sideline, as it was the opposite way on the previous drive. Still gets for minimal gain, but again, it really only takes one of those short runs to kind of bust out for more yardage, and then eventually North Greene can turn those runs into some big passes.
Second down, let's call it 8 yards to go. One receiver to the left side, wing off to either side. Kiker in the guns and the man in motion from the right to the left. Kiker takes it himself, gets some positive yardage past the 20 to about the 23-yard line, and it'll bring up third down once more.
Kiker there with an option look for the Huskies, going to the far sideline with a running back to his left, opting to keep the ball again. Another third down and long scenario. We'll see if North Greene can try and fool the Claiborne defensive unit through the run or opt to go through the air.
Third down, let's call it 6 yards to go. Very quickly, another score. Second quarter, Johnson County at home leads Unicoi County 6-0 with the regional title on the line. Here it's third down and 6. One receiver to the right side. Kiker in the pistol. Man in motion from the left to the right. He's going to roll off. Kicks out. It's going to be this is a fumble. Still on the ground, and Claiborne's going to recover it at the 14-yard line.
The junior, Jeremiah Hunter, was the Claiborne Bulldog that was able to fall on top of the ball, and as you said, the live ball there with a fumble, as it seemed like North Greene initially thought that it was just going to be an incomplete pass on a look to the flat, and then when they realized that it was a live ball scenario, Radley Frazier tried to fall on top of the football, but the ball popped out from underneath the receiver, and Jeremiah Hunter, the strong safety, the Claiborne Bulldog that recovers the football, and again, Claiborne with a very short field to go yet again.
That'll be a K&K Metal first down and 10. Ball resting at the North Greene 14-yard line. One receiver to either side. I formation for the Bulldogs. It's going to be a handoff up the middle to the 10, and down at the 5-yard line is the running back. And it's going to be Lucas Neely on the run, as we have a new quarterback in the contest. That is Evan Poor, number 8.
And Neely, who gets the handoff from Poor, who saw some time at the QB position towards the beginning of the season, the sophomore. Neely, more known for his defensive play, gets a nice run first down.
Second down and 1. One receiver left, one to the right. I formation for Poor. Poor, hands off, up the middle to the 5, to the outside, diving for the end zone. Touchdown, Claiborne, touchdown, Lucas Neely. 2 runs, 14 yards, touchdown.
And just add Lucas Neely to the list of seniors that have been able to find the end zone off of the nice run to the near sideline. Really nothing fancy, again capitalizing on the turnover, the second straight scenario where Claiborne was able to turn a turnover into some points.
4:16 left to go first half. Here comes the extra point, high snap, and it's going to be Holland running off to the right side, trying to get to the edge, and he will eventually get tackled, so the 2-point conversion is no good. However, we have a new score and a timeout on the field. 4:16 left to go first half. Our new score, it is Claiborne 40. It's North Greene, nothing. Back out to Bulldog Field, where Claiborne once again takes the turnover and converts it into 6 points. And with 4:16 left to go first half, Claiborne all over North Greene, 40-0. Again, we remind you, Claiborne with the victory would clinch the 4th and final playoff spot out of Region 1 and would advance into the playoffs next week for the first time since 2010. Kickoff being taken over on the far sideline. And it'll be out to about the 23-yard line. And that's where the Huskies will start with a K&K Metal first down and 10.
New look for North Greene on the kickoff return, as it was the junior offensive lineman Jason Edwards who returned that kickoff. And for the Huskies now, it seems that every time that the North Greene offensive unit hits the field, they're down by another touchdown. We'll see if North Greene can find a way to just pick up some first downs, see if they can have some positive plays to try and find their way onto the scoreboard.
Ball's at the 21-yard line on a K out of first down and 10. One receiver to the right side. This is Kiker dropping, looking, throws off. It is incomplete. Try to get it off out of the hands of Micah Jones, and it'll bring up second down.
Jones with Ethan Poore on the coverage. The sophomore defensive back, just yet another scenario where North Greene's pass attempt just falls through the hands of the receiver. Falls to the turf yet again. No matter how many times North Greene really executes well with the pass, the receivers just can't come through to get the completion, rather.
That'll be second down and 10. Ball still at the North Greene 21-yard line. One receiver to the near side. Wings off to either side, back to the right side. Man in motion from the right to the left. They'll pitch out, but this one's going to be called dead, and I believe we're going to have a false start against North Greene, and we do so.
Just some early movement there from North Greene to back up the Huskies even further. And now with making it second down and long, we'll see if North Greene tries to go. Obviously, they were showing that they were going to have the pitch to the near sideline. We'll see if they change it up on second and long.
It'll be second down and 15. 3:47 left to go first half. Claiborne leading this one 40-0. North Greene breaks the huddle. They'll send three receivers out to the right side. A tight end split to the right and a wing to the right side. Kiker drops, looks, sets up the screen. It's going to be complete and taken down in the backfield at about the 16-yard line. So it's actually going to be right back to the line of scrimmage, and it brings up third down.
Again, it was Ethan Poore there with the tackle and the coverage, recognizing the look for North Greene, recognizing the screen pass there from the Huskies, and Poore was really able to turn on the jets and get there in the backfield quickly.
And North Greene will take a timeout with 3:22 left to go here inside of the first half. We're going to hold it here for just a second, look down the scoreboard. Again, we are in week 10, so we are looking down the scoreboard here, trying to get just second quarter. Johnson County leads Unicoi County 6-0. It is Chucky Doak in the second, leading West Greene 10-7. At the halftime break, it is Alcoa leading Austin East 21-0. If Claiborne can hold on here tonight, they will be traveling to Alcoa, it looks like, as the Tornadoes lead by 3 touchdowns at the break. Elsewhere, it is Knoxville Halls trying to win the regional titles. They lead Seymour 7-6 in the second. It is Meigs County trying to complete an undefeated season. They're leading Wartburg in the first 26-0. It is Rockwood still leading Cumberland Gap 13-7. That is a first quarter score. Oak Ridge leads Fulton in the second 7-6. That's a regional contest for the regional title. And it is first quarter. This is a battle for third place. West leads Campbell County 14-13. Again, we'll run over the entire scoreboard from around East Tennessee and around the first 3 or 4 regions once we get to the halftime break, but obviously keeping an eye on a few of those scores because they matter a lot when it comes to the playoffs starting next week. Out of the North Greene timeout, it'll be third down and 15. 3 receivers to the left side. A wing and a back to the left side. Kiker has to pick the ball up off the ground. He's got to run with it. Claiborne's going to tackle him for a loss at about the, it's called the 13-yard line. And once again, the Huskies are faced with another fourth down.
And definitely not the execution that North Greene was hoping for coming off the timeout. The bad snap. The play was really kind of doomed from the start, as Kiker really had nowhere to go, had to roll off to the outside kind of immediately and was brought down to the turf.
North Greene's going to go for this one. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. That's a punt formation. And this one's going to be blocked. And Claiborne's going to have a chance to fall in this one. Did they get it in the end zone, or is it going to be taken by North Greene? We'll wait. And it's going to be recovered by North Greene. It'll be a safety in the end zone off the blocked punt.
And so now if you're checking some of these scores online and you see the score is 42-0 Claiborne, you would think 6 touchdowns for the Bulldogs, but no. 5 touchdowns with
No,
a couple
they've had 6.
Well, they've had 6 touchdowns with the
2 missed extra points.
2 missed extra points. However, they get the 2 points back with the safety.
Am I correct in thinking Claiborne gets the ball here, too?
Yes, absolutely.
So with 2:37 left to go, our new score, it is Claiborne 42. It is North Greene nothing. 2 blocked punts. And I'm going to look down through here. The biggest margin of victory in Claiborne history is a 54-point victory over Union County back in 2015. Their largest victory, that was a home contest. Right now, if this was to hold, this will be the 3rd largest victory at home, or excuse me, the 4th largest victory at home in Claiborne history.
The Bulldogs really just have done a nice job jumping on the Huskies really from the opening snap, and has been able to come away with a near perfect first half, and still with a lot of football to play. We'll see if they can keep it up.
So North Greene will have to more than likely punt this one away. And I believe that is Sky Arwood out there to punt this one. And Claiborne's got 2 receivers deep back at their 40-yard line. We'll wait and get the, and there's the whistle. Nice punt, spiraled. And it'll be picked up eventually. Still on it. Now it's picked up at the 45-yard line. Coming to the near sideline, trying to find a hole. Does so to the 50. And take it down in North Greene territory at the 48-yard line. Late flag comes out. If it holds, Claiborne will once again start in North Greene territory. But we'll wait and see what the indication is going to be here. Not real sure if it's going to be an area of a hold or a clip or.
I think it could be either one of the two. Always a block in the back possibility on those punt returns. We'll see. It was a good job from Goins to really kind of reverse his field and get some positive yardage.
Get the indication here from the referee. It's going to be a personal foul against Claiborne. So it's going to be 15 yards against the Bulldogs. And they will start in their own field, in their own side of the field for the first time since the first quarter, second time overall this evening. This will by far be the worst starting field position as they will start back at their 30-yard line.
And still, even with the 30-yard line being technically their worst field position of the game, still not bad field position for the Bulldogs. And for Claiborne, all you got to look at it is there's more room to find some open space and try and get one more touchdown before the end of the half.
It's a K&K Metal first down and 10 from the 30. 2 receiver to the left side. I formation. This is going to be a pitch out to the near side. Breaking a tackle at the 25. Coming to the near side, looking for the 30. And out to the 35, 36-yard line. And on the run is Cameron Foland, another senior, number 21. He'll pick up a roughly 6 yards, and he'll bring up second down.
Well, the seniors definitely have found the touches this evening. Coach Medlin doing a nice job of distributing the football around to different seniors. Foland able to get a nice run, a nice pitch out to the near sideline.
That'll bring up second down. Right about 4.5 yards to go. 1:40 left to go in counting, left to go here inside of the first half. Bulldogs lead this one 42-0. 2 receivers split to the right side. Again, your quarterback is Poor. He'll go under the center in the eye. Poor, pitch out to the right side. Get past the first block and being taken down back at the line of scrimmage. On the run was 41, Tyler Napier.
Number 16, Chris Starnes, the freshman wide receiver, was who brought down Napier on the pitch to the opposite side on second down. So a nice defensive play from the Huskies. Good job by Starnes to get in there and kind of just wrestle Napier to the turf there.
Third down, let's call it 4 yards to go. 1 receiver split to the left, 1 to the right. And Claiborne has to take a timeout as the running back looks to be gassed a little bit. And we'll take this one with him. 53 seconds left to go. First half, our score is the Bulldogs 42. It's the Huskies 0.
Yesteryear Country Market is your destination for the finest and freshest foods in the tri-state area. Yesteryear features a variety of groceries, natural foods, and homemade desserts like their mudslide brownie and strawberry pudding. Yesteryear also has baked goods prepared fresh every day, such as their freshly baked breads sold by the loaf, or they can be put on a sandwich from their deli. Yesteryear Country Market, located at 1453 Highway 63 in Cumberland Gap.
the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
Back out to Bulldog Field, where we still have 53 seconds left to go here inside of the first half. Claiborne leading North Greene 42-0, looking to advance to the playoffs for the first time since 2010. Their opponent to be determined. As of right now, they'll be traveling to Alcoa to take on the Tornadoes, as Alcoa right now leads Austin. He's at the break 21-0. Make the playoffs for the first time in 7 years. Your reward? It's an F5. It's the Tornadoes.
One of the biggest powerhouses there the past few years in the form of Alcoa.
Out of the timeout, it'll be 3rd down and 4. One receiver to the left side, one to the right. Split backs behind the quarterback again is Evan Poor. Poor runs. Now he pitches it. Trying to reverse field to the 30, to the 35. Flag on the play. To the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, and eventually being, to the 35-30. 25-20, 15-10. Storm Livesey will take this one into the end zone, but this one's going to come back, as I believe there are more than one penalty on this play.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of flags down on the field. I think the first one was a hold.
I think the second one was a hold as well.
I think you're right. I believe Livesey there. Both of those holds occurred at the beginning of the run and towards the end of the run for Livesey.
I was kind of wondering, as we get the indication, you're blocking the back against Claiborne. That one's declined. We have holding against Claiborne. That will be a 10-yard penalty. I was looking down. I was like, why is Livesey still in the contest if he was on the start and on the first string? He's a freshman.
Absolutely.
So he's still getting playing time.
Sure.
He's still learning.
And that's something that we have really forgotten from his production throughout this contest, is that he's just a freshman, much like, the starting quarterback for Claiborne, Eli Stone, suiting up for the first time as a Bulldog, as Livesey is another running back that really doesn't look like a freshman with some nice vision, and it really showed there on that run that was eventually brought back because of the penalties.
Ball spotted at the Bulldog 20-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down
and a bunch.
And 20. 3rd down and 20 now for Claiborne. 32 seconds left to go first half. One receiver off to either side. Let's see if they'll let Evan Poor throw the ball. He's got split backs behind him. Poor, he's going to drop, looking, feels the pressure, throws off across the middle. It's complete to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, to the 50. Near sideline, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Storm Livesey, he gets it back on the end zone. Touchdown Claiborne on an 80-yard pass completion from Poor to Livesey.
Well, if at first you do not succeed, then just try again. And, on the 3rd and 20 play, all they needed was 20, but they get 80 to the pass from Livesey. A great job from the quarterback, Poor, recognizing the pressure coming particularly from the sophomore defensive back, Sky Arwood, and finding Livesey. He's able to make plenty of things happen in space and find pay dirt again.
So Claiborne will attempt the extra point one more time. It'll be Howard to have the attempt. Snap down. The attempt by Howard is up. The attempt by Howard is good. So timeout of the field. Our new score with 15 seconds left to go. We're going to hold it right here. However, Claiborne leads this one now 49-0. I want to give you a stat. Unofficially, Claiborne tonight is 4 for 4 on 3rd downs. 3 of those conversions were touchdowns.
Yep, that's absolutely right. And there was another case of those for, 3rd down and 20 at your own 20-yard line and being able to convert it all the way for 80 yards. And again, with the way that this contest has been able to go, with Claiborne putting up 49 points in one half of action, you mentioned the records there earlier with the largest margin of victory from Claiborne. I believe you said was a 54-0 victory against Union County back in 2015. So that record really has a potential to be broken here tonight.
Yeah, the 49 points right now is the 3rd largest margin of victory in Claiborne history, behind a victory over Union County and at Thomas Walker. and we still have a half to go.
That's right.
This one to be kicked off, and it'll be taken at the 15, to the 20, to the far sideline, and eventually taken down. And the clock will run out, and we will run to the halftime break. Our halftime score here from Bulldog Field, it has been all Claiborne. The Bulldogs right now lead the North Greene Huskies by the score of 49-0. Folks, stay tuned. Halftime festivities right after this here on the LMU Sports Network.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you. A 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
Just been updated by Alan Earl. It is now Rockwood leading Cumberland Gap 35-13. His daughter is the athletic trainer for the Cumberland Gap Panthers, so he's got an in better than we do. As North Greene will kick this, it's an onside kick that Claiborne will have to fall on as the ball goes over to the far sideline. Did North Greene get on this?
Very close.
I think they're going to say Claiborne will have it. And the clock will start running. The Bulldogs will start with a K&K Metal first down and 10 from their 30-yard line.
Well, what a job there to kick off this second half on the onside kick. As you mentioned, it was really 50-50 right there between North Greene and Claiborne. The Huskies almost got the first possession of both halves with the onside kick, but nonetheless, Claiborne will take over after just barely falling on top of that football. We mentioned all the offensive records as well here, and there's still 2 more quarters left to be played here from Bulldog Field.
That'll be a K&K Metal first down and 10, 2 receivers to the left side. I formation. Pitch out to the left side, coming to the near side to the 30. Cut back to the 35, to the 40, to the 45, and being knocked down from behind at the 47-yard line on the run is Cameron Foland, number 21.
And we saw that same play go to Foland in the first half. The pitch towards the near sideline. Got a great block from his fellow senior, Tyler Napier, to give Foland some more room on the nice first down run to open up the half.
So it'll be another K&K Metal first down and 10, this time at the Claiborne 47-yard line. Again, your quarterback in is Evan Poor. He will start with split backs behind him here on this play. 1 receiver off to either side. Poor goes under the center. Bobbles the snap, pitches out, and running with the football. And nope, he's breaking some tackles, coming back to the near sideline. This is Napier to the 50, 45, 40, 35, and eventually taken down in North Greene territory at the 34-yard line. Napier, a tall kid, could not be taken down by the ankles.
Well, and we've seen this happen so much throughout the evening, not only Napier, but from so many other Bulldogs throughout the day, to turn nothing into something, breaking the tackle in the backfield, so much so it seemed like he was down so much so that the quarterback, Evan Poor, looked to the sideline to see what the next play call was, but the play was still going on, so a great effort from Napier.
I formation for Poor on another K&K Metal first down and 10, 2 receivers to the right side. Poor, he's going to hand it off, going to the far sideline, running with it is Foland. Gets around the end, he's to the 30. And eventually being taken down over the far sideline near the 25-yard line.
Good run from Foland again, this time going in the opposite direction. And what was a handoff that took a while to get developed there, but nonetheless got some nice yardage for the senior.
8 yards on the run, brings up second down and 2. Again, clock is running, 9:15 and counting here in the third quarter. Bulldogs well in control, leading this one 49-0. Ball on the far hash mark at the North Greene 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side. It'll be an I formation for Poor. Poor now going under the center. And he's going to hand off, coming to the near sideline. Flag on the play. And I believe on the run is number 41, Tyler Napier. We're going to see what the actual call is going to be here.
I believe most likely the flag was in the area of a hold. We'll see if that's confirmed by the officials. Claiborne already moving back as if that is the case.
Got a new official with the white hat. We got a hold against Claiborne, so that'll back them up 10 yards. The officiating staff, or officiating crew here has mixed it up a little bit. Try to get some experience as they get ready for the postseason as well. And it'll be second down and right at about 17 yards to go. Two receiver to the left side, I formation. Poor goes under the center. Poor, pitch out, coming to the near sideline, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs, touchdown, Tyler Napier.
Man, what a job from Tyler Napier just to explode through the North Greene secondary. What a job with the burst of speed.
Claiborne will take a timeout here just to stop the clock. It was a 41-yard run by number 41, and he's into the end zone on this will be a 4-play drive where once again Claiborne will score. This will be 70 yards out. I'm doing math on the air right now. And with 7:40 left to go here inside of the third quarter, Claiborne now leads this one 55-0. And as we look at our notes here, by our calculation, the 55 points is now officially the most points Claiborne has ever scored here at Bulldog Field. The 55 is now fourth most in Claiborne history here since they've been the Bulldogs. Only trailing the 2015 Bulldog squad who put up 57 at Cumberland Gap, the 2005 Bulldog squad who put up 58, and the 2006 squad who put up 74 at Pigeon Forge.
Wow.
And if you've never heard the story on that one, I'll try to get Asher to tell you that one because they had a running back called Ryan, his name was Ryan Helton, who ran for over 300 yards easily.
Wow. Well, here on this occasion for Bulldog Field, again, numerous records being set here in the victory.
Napier had the attempt, and it is no good, and we'll take this break. 7:40 left to go. Our new score, it is the Bulldogs 55. It's the Huskies nothing.
Yesteryear Country Market is your destination for the finest and freshest foods in the tri-state area. Yesteryear features a variety of groceries, natural foods, and homemade desserts like their mudslide brownie and strawberry pudding. Yesteryear also has baked goods prepared fresh every day, such as their freshly baked breads sold by the loaf, or they can be put on a sandwich from their deli. Yesteryear Country Market, located at 1453 Highway 63 in Cumberland Gap.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
And Howard will give this one a ride. Taken at the 20. 25 to the 30, to the 35, and eventually taken down. Ball's on the ground, and Claiborne, I believe, has recovered this at the North Greene 41-yard line. They'll unstack the pile, and it is Claiborne ball at the North Greene 41-yard line, right where the last play from scrimmage was.
That's absolutely right, and a great job defensively to cause the fumble, and just what a job from Claiborne again. It's been all Bulldogs from all sides.
So it's 6:45 and counting.
At home, at home, at home. Yeah.
It'll be a K&K Metal first down and 10. Ball resting at the 41-yard line. Two receivers left side. I formation. Again, this is Howard. Excuse me, not Howard. It is Poor under the center. We got a flag on the play, and I believe we have a delay of game against Claiborne. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty backed up, and the ball will be now set at the 46-yard line. Two receiver to the left side, and then it's another K&K Metal first down and 10. It's first down and 15. Ball resting at the North Greene 46-yard line. Pitch out to the left side, coming to the near sideline now to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, and just going out of bounds. On the run was Cameron Folan as he is trying his darndest to get into the end zone.
And yeah, Folan, he's been the workhorse here in the second half. And of course, we saw Napier find the end zone earlier here in this third quarter. And like you said, Folan trying his hardest, knocking some defenders back for the big run again.
He got 18 yards on that one. It's another K&K Metal first down and 10. Ball now at the North Greene 28-yard line. Two receiver to the left side. Again, your quarterback is Evan Poor, and he'll go under the center. I formation behind him. 5-10 and counting third quarter. It's going to be a handoff to the fullback. Moving the ball forward to the 25 and eventually being taken down. Fumbled on the play, and North Greene's got it. There to the 40, to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Huskies will not be shut out tonight. Touchdown, North Greene on the fumble.
What a job there from the Husky defensive unit, the defensive line from North Greene to wrestle the ball away. I believe the ball carrier was Will Hatfield for Claiborne, who got the ball stripped away from him, but nice defensive job for the Huskies to find the end zone, and like you said, will not be shut out. They find the board.
So 4:40 left to go third quarter. Not real sure who powered that one in for the Huskies. But it looks like North Greene is going to go for two.
And yeah, why not? After scoring that first touchdown of the game, try and go for two and put an extra point on the board.
So North Greene will break the huddle. They'll send one receiver to the left side. 5 on the play clock. They've got to hurry here. And they're just does get this one off. It's going to be handoff to the far sideline and to the far side and into the end zone. Touchdown, or a 2-point conversion is good by North Greene by Luke O'Laughlin, number 73, who stands right at 6'3", 325. But he'll take us to the timeout. 4:40 left to go. Our new score, it is Claiborne 55. It is North Greene 8.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you. A 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place Restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
Back to Bulldog Field. North Greene taking a fumble back to the house. 2-point conversion is good, and the Huskies put 8 on the board, but they still trail Claiborne 55-8. And they'll be kicking this one off to Claiborne. It's an onside kick that does not go 10 yards. So it'll be Claiborne's ball at about the 48, 49-yard line of North Greene.
And as you mentioned, North Greene able to recover the onside kick, but the ball did not travel 10 yards, resulting in the penalty and giving Claiborne possession of the football. And again, we talked about it there at the start of the second half. We mentioned sort of the keys for the Bulldogs here in the final 24 minutes of play and limiting those mistakes. And again, that was only the first turnover of the day for Claiborne. So, you know, a miscue had to have happened at some point for Claiborne. But again, here on this drive, another teaching moment here for Coach Medlin to try and not allow any more turnovers throughout the remainder of this second half.
Fourth quarter, 10.5 minutes left to go in the game. Alcoa still leads Austin. He's 21-7. And they're going to move the ball forward here to the 33-yard line. I'm not real sure what that was. It should have been an extra 15 yards on what it was. So nevertheless, the Bulldogs will start from the North Greene 33-yard line with a K&K Metal first down and 10. One receiver to the left side, one to the right. Split backs behind the quarterback, still Evan Poor. Poor hands off up the middle and bringing the ball forward.
I believe it was Jeremiah Hunter, the junior running back.
So it's 11.
Yes, who gets the carry up the middle from Poor on kind of like the fullback dive that the Bulldogs have seen. They've shown that look a lot tonight and opted for that on the first down play.
Gain of 2 brings up second down. Second down, let's call it 8 yards to go for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers to the left side. Again, Poor, the sophomore, goes under the center. I formation behind him as the third quarter ticks away. Poor pitch out to the right side. Ball's on the ground. And I believe North Greene's going to have a second turnover here. And the Huskies have recovered another fumble.
Yeah, they sure will, as it was another pitch to the outside, again to Cameron Foland, the senior, who I believe was trying to think ahead there on that play that caused the fumble, caused the ball to hit the turf. And again, another North Greene defender falling on top of it. So credit to the North Greene defense for staying aware. They're on the far sideline and coming up with back-to-back takeaways.
It will be a K&K Metal first down and 10 for the Huskies at their 36-yard line. Here's the snap coming over to the near side. Running with the football to the 40, reversing field and taken down at about the 44-yard line. Again, on the run is the quarterback, number 13, Briggs Kiker.
And Kiker, the junior quarterback who has really had to get things done with his legs, as really the passing game hasn't worked for North Greene thus far on the evening, mainly due to the play of the receivers. Nonetheless, Kiker has had to be the majority of the offense so far for North Greene.
Second down and 2. Kiker again up the middle, gets the first down to the 45, just kind of leisurely taking his time, brings the ball forward to the 48-yard line.
So the Huskies now approaching the midfield mark with back-to-back runs from Kiker here in the third quarter of play. And for North Greene now, you believe here in this third quarter and in the second half in general that you can find the end zone again, riding the momentum off of that turnover, that fumble that was returned for a touchdown a few moments ago.
It'll be another K&K Metal first down and 10. Ball resting at the North Greene 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the right side. Kiker's in the gun, has 2 backs around him. Now he's going to put 2 backs to his right side. Man in motion from the left to the right. Kiker running the option. Keeps it, takes, and will fall forward into Claiborne territory to the Bulldog 49-yard line. For the first time this evening, the Huskies will have an offensive snap inside Claiborne territory.
And again, off the quarterback run, brought down by Foland, the senior, as it was kind of a situation where the tackle from Foland kind of brought Kiker's momentum forward a little bit further for a few extra yards, and looks like that'll do it for the third quarter.
Clock will run down as the teams will walk over to the sideline, and we have played 3 quarters here at Bulldog Field. Our score after 3 quarters of play, it is Claiborne 55, it is North Greene 8.
Make K&K Metal Sales your only stop for all your residential and commercial metal building needs. For the past 23 years, K&K Metal Sales has covered the tri-state area with quality custom roofing and siding with many grades, gauges, and colors in stock. If you're looking for complete steel or wood building packages or steel or wood trusses, K&K Metal Sales can help with that, as well as heavy-duty custom carports. Great folks and great prices. Stop by K&K Metal Sales located at 6986 Cumberland Gap Parkway or call 423-869-4261.
If you enjoy lakes, boating, mountains, and great food, you'll love Norris Landing Marina in Claiborne County, Tennessee. Located off Lone Mountain Road, Norris Landing Marina has these benefits for you: a 170-slip marina with seasonal rental slips, rental pontoon and pleasure boats, vacation cabins and cottages, a 23-space RV park, and Jimmy's Place Restaurant. Great food and casual dining in an on-the-water setting. Contact us and make the Norris Landing Marina your enjoyment destination.
Start of the fourth quarter, it is second down and 8. North Greene snapping the ball, coming to the near sideline to the 50. This is Kiker still running with the football and goes down very awkwardly at the Bulldog 46-yard line. He will get up and it'll bring up third down. Score of interest, Chucky Doak leading West Greene in the fourth, 17-14. Black Knights fighting for their lives, probably not knowing this score. Claiborne will hold on here. It will officially eliminate Chucky Doak from the playoffs, and Claiborne will be the fourth and final team out of this region to advance.
All the more proving that Claiborne victory against Chucky Doak a couple weeks ago, how important that was.
But more importantly, if Chucky Doak does beat West Greene, they will be the Greene County champions, and it's going to hurt West Greene's chances for a home playoff game. On third down, North Greene runs the football. Ball is on the turf, and West Greene will jump on it back at the 45-yard line, as it was Chris Starnes to jump on it. They got close to the first down until the fumble happened. Now it'll be fourth down.
And not exactly sure who the Bulldog defender was that stripped that ball away. I think it was the freshman, number 45, Grant Johnson, who started the lawnmower there and stripped the ball away from the ball carrier. North Greene able to fall back on top of it, though, for the fourth down snap here.
Nothing wrong with starting the lawnmower.
Absolutely.
Less than 5 minutes left to go. Alcoa still up 2 touchdowns. Here it's fourth down and 4. One receiver to the right side. It's going to be a quarterback keeper by Kiker. Gets up the middle. I'm not so sure he's going to get this. We'll wait and see where the ball is spotted. It will not be. Kiker's going to fall short, and it'll bring up that was fourth down. It'll bring up another turnover on downs, and Claiborne will start with a K&K Meadow first down and 10.
And unfortunate for North Greene that Kiker was not able to cross that first down marker. Very close, was met right at that marker by the junior Jeremiah Hunter. That forces the turnover on downs. Claiborne now takes over yet again, so another group of young guys for the Bulldogs trying to get some snaps in as the big lead for Claiborne that will cruise to the victory. We'll see how the new faces can fare as this fourth quarter continues.
One receiver off to either side. I formation for the quarterback, Evan Poor. Looking at a huge rush coming at him. Poor, hands off, coming to the near sideline, to the 45, trying to stutter step, now back to the 50. Making some people miss, and just taken down by the ankle. Inside North Greene territory is Greg Goins. And Goins is taken down at the 49-yard line.
And it was Logan Carter for North Greene that brought Goins down and stopped what was most likely going to be a huge gain for Goins. Again, he's done a great job, Goins that is, the sophomore, of really weaving his way around the defense and breaking some tackles.
Second down, let's call it a long 2 yards to go. Under 9 minutes left to go, fourth quarter. Again, Claiborne leads this one 55-8. Two receiver to the right side, I formation. Here comes the blitz, and Claiborne does get the handoff. And to the 45 and diving forward is Goins to the 42-yard line. How Poor got that handoff to Goins, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely. The blitz that was coming from North Greene was absolutely the pressure that was on the Huskies was so great that I'm like you, I'm kind of flabbergasted how Goins was able to get that handoff from Poor and get the first down.
6 yards, that's up another K&K Meadow first down and 10 at the North Greene 43-yard line. One receiver to either side, I formation. Handoff up the middle. And the pile will move forward to the 36-yard line. A helmet comes off late. That's a North Greene helmet. And he will have to come off to the sideline. As on the run was Jeremiah Hunter.
Hunter, just another one of the Bulldogs to touch the ball here in the second half. The junior running back who gets the nice carry on first down is that Claiborne offensive attack just keeps on turning. The clock keeps on ticking.
Second down, let's call it almost a little less than 5 yards to go. Two receivers to the left side. Again, Poor goes under the center, I formation behind him. Pitch out. This is Goins making the first person miss to the 40, trying to get to the outside of the 35 to the 30, 25-20, and being taken down on a horse collar over on the far sideline is Goins. Goins brings the ball all the way inside the 20 to about the 15-yard line. They're going to add on some yards to this. So it'll be a face mask is what they're going to call instead of a horse collar.
And it was a great job from Goins to avoid the tackle in the backfield from Colton Story and then to be able to scamper to the far sideline for some more extra yardage as it was Logan Carter who grabbed the face mask of Goins, and that sends Claiborne inside the 10-yard line yet again.
It'll be another K&K Metal first down and goal to go, this time from the 7. 2 receivers right side, I formation for Poor. Can Claiborne tack on our number 6? It's going to be up the middle and going really for minimal gain, if none, is the Bulldogs. And I believe Poor might have called his own number that time.
Yeah, sure did. Poor, as you said, called his own number there on the quarterback run up the middle with just a few yards to go until finding the end zone yet again. Expect no really different change there on the play calling here for the next couple of snaps.
Approaching 6 minutes left to go here inside of the fourth quarter. Again, Claiborne leading this one 55-8. It's second down and goal from the 7. I formation, 2 receivers to the right side. It's going to be a handoff and being met and dropped in the backfield. On the run was Folan, and I believe he'll lose about 4.
And it was really a gang tackle there from the Huskies to meet the ball carrier for Claiborne in the backfield. Cole Starnes was one of those North Greene players to really get in the backfield quickly to get the loss. So a nice defensive play from North Greene.
Third down and goal from the 11. 2 receivers to the left side. Poor again will go under the center. 5.5 in counting left to go fourth quarter. Poor pitch out to the left side, and this is going to be another loss on the run as Folan is taken back once again.
The Bulldogs, again, they've been able to use Folan on the pitch play to some success here in the second half. Wasn't able to do so there on the third down play, forcing this fourth down decision time for Coach Medlin.
Fourth down and goal to go. Ball resting at the North Greene, call it 18-yard line. Under 5 minutes left to go here inside of this contest. Claiborne leading 55-8. 2 receiver to the right side. Poor will go under the center. Taking his time. 3, 2. Takes the snap with 1 second on the play clock, and it'll just be a quick handoff for no gain. And North Greene will turn the Bulldogs over on downs.
And so the North Greene defensive unit turns over Claiborne after the Huskies suffered the same fate earlier on in the quarter. And for North Greene, it would definitely be nice for the Husky fans here who made the trip to Claiborne to see North Greene try and find the end zone one more time, as the defensive unit was able to do so earlier on in the quarter.
So the Huskies will take over from their 17-yard line as the clock continues to run. We're at 4 minutes and counting. Claiborne on their way to their first playoff appearance since 2010. More than likely, it looks like they'll be traveling to Alcoa for the first round. It's a K&K Metal first down and 10. No wide receivers. Man in motion from the right to the left. It's going to be a misdirection to the far side. Big man running with the football. He's to the 30 and eventually gets taken out near the 35-yard line. And I believe that was Jason Edwards, number 75, listed on our roster, 6'2", 275.
It's hard to bring a ball carrier of that size down to the turf, let me tell you, as Jason Edwards going up the far sideline. We saw in that two-point conversion that North Greene scored earlier when Luke O'Laughlin found the end zone, who was just such a big body to try and bring down. It was a nice play there to the Huskies.
It's another K&K Metal first down and 10. Ball resting at the 35-yard line as we approach 3 minutes now left to go in this contest. This is going to be dropping back to pass, throwing down the middle. He's got a receiver there, and it is incomplete. As Kiker could not get it to Frazier, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, a great job from Kiker lining up really essentially in almost a shotgun look there for the Huskies and really showing no fear with the deep pass and really delivered it on the money to Radley Frazier, but the senior wide receiver dropped the pass in stride, resulting in the incompletion.
One final to report. Granger has clinched a playoff spot tonight as they defeat Union County 52-0.
Big win there for the Grizzlies to also reach the postseason in what was a must-win scenario.
Yep. It's second down and 10. One receiver to the right side. Man in motion now from the left to the right. Pitch out to that man in motion. It's going to be a throwback pass. Try to get it to the quarterback. Does so, but for no gain. So it was Frazier to Kiker, and he picks up nothing. Clock continues to run in Claiborne's favor, obviously, because we're at runoff time. And I'll bring up third down, under 2 minutes now left to go here inside of the contest. It'll be third down and 10.
The sophomore defensive back, Austin Serber, the player that was able to stop down Kiker after receiving the pass for the play for a loss. So a nice defensive play.
Third down and 10. One receiver to the right side. Less than 90 seconds left to go. Man in motion from the left to the right. Pitch up to that man in motion. He fumbles the ball, picks it up, throws down the far sideline now, and it's going to be incomplete. And now we'll have a stoppage on the play. Time will stop with 1:14 to go as Claiborne will take a timeout. Actually, they'll let 3 more seconds run off. It'll be 1:11 left to go. Claiborne will take a timeout. It'll bring up fourth down for North Greene. So number 6, Radley Frazier with back-to-back passes. One of them was complete, one is incomplete. And the Huskies are faced with a fourth down now. And you got to think more than likely they may punt this one away. And we'll get out of here. Claiborne will get out of here, moving to 5-5 on the season. And as we said, will advance into the playoffs. More than likely, we'll be going to Alcoa. Again, last update, less than 5 minutes left to go. And Alcoa leads Austin East 21-7. We'll see if we can't get an updated score here.
And should Claiborne have to travel to face off against the Tornadoes, they will have really no time to celebrate this victory against North Greene. There will be a lot of preparation in that matchup against Alcoa, and in the same if Austin East were to come back and defeat the Tornadoes, because the Roadrunners are no slouches either.
No, they're not. So North Greene will come out, and looks like they're going to go for this one. Of course, their punter has been kind of close to the line most nights. This is going to be the quarterback with a receiver to the left side on fourth down and 10. Going to be a misdirection. Now it's going to be a reverse going over to the far sideline once again. Claiborne's got to try to defend this one. And it's going to be a first down for North Greene. He's going to run down the sideline to the 30, to the 25, and he's going to go out of bounds, being pushed out of bounds at about the 24-yard line, and the Huskies will complete the first down as the clock will run. North Greene has a K&K medal first down and 10 at the 29-yard line. Clock running, 38 seconds and counting. North Greene will come to the line. Claiborne has pulled their team to the sideline. North Greene's just got to run the ball into the end zone. And they're going to do so, and this will be Kiker down the far sideline, taking his time to the 10, to the 5, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown North Greene with 19 seconds left to go. I know what you're thinking. What are they doing? Something special is getting ready to happen here.
Oh, yeah, you know exactly what they're doing. Something very special, as you mentioned, for Claiborne, letting North Greene score the touchdown on the play after the reverse on the conversion for fourth down, letting the Huskies get into the end zone, and we'll talk about what it will be when it actually occurs.
19 seconds left to go here. Claiborne leading this one 55-14. Again, they will move to 5-5 on the season. As North Greene will come out the 2-point conversion. Look, they'll send one receiver to the left side. And they're going to, quarterback goes under the center. That is Kiker. Kiker hands off up the middle. North Greene fighting for it and do not get in. So the score will be 55-14. And Claiborne with 19 seconds left to go will just have to pretty much come out and take a knee after the kickoff. And they will end this one.
And the story here will be the individual to take the knee for the Bulldogs. And Adam, I'll let you elaborate on that.
Well, we're going to let the kickoff actually happen because there's 19 seconds left to go, and I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here.
Sure.
Especially with the running clock. You know, Claiborne's got a timeout remaining. I imagine they will take this as soon as they get the kickoff. Now, North Greene has onside kicked both kickoffs so far this evening, so we'll be looking for that as well. And while we've got an opportunity, 10:55 left to go fourth quarter. Oak Ridge leads Fulton 14-12. Wow. So that's
very intense battle right there.
That is a huge, huge victory if they could hold on for that particular contest. So North Greene will line it up, trailing by 41. And they will kick this one again. They've onside kicked both times so far this evening. We'll wait and see if they do that to this one as well. It'll be onside kicked, and Claiborne will fall on it at the 41-yard line. Claiborne calls their third and final timeout with 19 seconds left to go. Now for the home crowd, this is going to be a very magical moment. For a starting quarterback, this is going to be a magical moment. For a senior on this team, this will be a magical moment. Claiborne has spent a timeout here with 19 seconds left to go. And coming in to the game at quarterback is the one that came in at number 1 on the depth chart and had his season taken away via injury. He has been medically cleared to just come in for this purpose right here as the senior comes in on senior night, leading by 41. Ty Stone will come in on a K&K medal, first down and 10 with the ball at the 42-yard line.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet.
Clock will start. Stone will go under the center, that being Ty Stone, the senior. Takes the snap, takes the knee, and with that, the clock will run out. For one player, it was his only senior moment of the season that got robbed from him via injury. As the players catch up to the coaching staff, the clock will run 3, 2. They actually drenched, I think they drenched Stone instead of the coach, but nevertheless, Claiborne wins tonight, 55-14. They improved to 5-5 on the season, and with that, it's official. The Bulldogs, for the first time since 2010, will advance into the playoffs. We'll take one timeout here. We'll come back, and we'll continue to wrap this one up. Again, Claiborne, your winner tonight over North Greene, 55-14. The Bulldogs are going to the postseason. Post-game wrap-up right after this here on the LMU Sports Network.
Yesteryear Country Market is your destination for the finest and freshest foods in the tri-state area. Yesteryear features a variety of groceries, natural foods, and homemade desserts like their mudslide brownie and strawberry pudding. Yesteryear also has baked goods prepared fresh every day, such as their freshly baked breads sold by the loaf, or they can be put on a sandwich from their deli. Yesteryear Country Market, located at 1453 Highway 63 in Cumberland Gap.
It's the Old Town Grill.
The Old Town Grill is a special place where you bring more than family, more than friends. Bring a hearty appetite, because at the Old Town Grill, you'll never walk away hungry. A delicious change from the ordinary. The perfect place to bring the entire family. The best food and plenty of it. Join the fun and treat your appetite to something special.
It's the OTG.
The OTG is the place to be.
It's a final here from Bulldog Field. It's tonight. The Claiborne Bulldogs win on senior night as they defeat the North Greene Huskies by the final score of 55-14. For Claiborne, they will improve to 5-5 on the season. For North Greene, they fall to 1-9 on the season. Claiborne will go on the road for the first round of the playoffs to Alcoa, who was victorious over Austin East 28-7. We wish the best of luck to the Claiborne Bulldogs. The Cumberland Gap Panthers will also be on the road in the first round of the playoffs as they'll be at Sullivan North up in Kingsport, and we wish the best of luck to the Cumberland Gap Panthers. This will do it for the 2017 season of our Old Town Grill Game of the Week. We want to thank you for joining us all season long. Once again, Claiborne a winner tonight over North Greene, 55-14. For everyone that's had a part of this 2007 season here of the Old Town Grill Game of the Week, we thank you on behalf of them, and we'll see you next year.